On a farm far away lived an inseparable duo, an overly enthusiastic dog named Buster and his best friend, a duck named Pip. They were an unlikely pair, but they spent all their time together, playing, eating and sleeping. One day, a sly fox started to stalk the farm animals, and Pip, with his bright red bill and flashy swimming feathers, became the perfect target. Buster, devoted as he was to his little duck pal, couldn't understand why Pip was in such danger. All he knew was that the duck was in peril and he had to do something to protect him. At first, Buster tried scaring the fox away by barking furiously and chasing it around the farmyard. But the fox was too quick for him, and besides, there were just too many places for it to hide. One of the animals suggested that Buster take a cue from Pip and swim after the fox. But Buster wasn't exactly built for swimming. He was a big, clumsy oaf in the water. He'd much rather use his brain than his brawn. As days turned into weeks, Buster noticed something. Every time the fox came around, Pip would run and hide in the old oak tree. The dog sat down under the tree one day and waited. Sure enough, the fox came sniffing around, and when Pip started to quack nervously from his hiding hole, Buster let out the loudest bark he could muster. Then he did something unexpected. Instead of lunging at the fox, he ran to the tree and started barking furiously at the branches. Startled by the sudden commotion, the fox took off, and Buster was soon joined by a relieved Pip. From then on, whenever the fox came around, Buster would put on quite the show, leaping and barking at the tree. It was an odd sight to behold, but it worked like a charm. The other animals on the farm, initially skeptical of the odd pair, now cheered them on. Even the farmer's wife, who often scolded Buster for getting into mischief, couldn't help but smile at the devotion the big lug had for his little duck friend. One day, the animals noticed something. Buster and Pip were both looking up at the tree in the same direction. Then they saw it. A baby bird, barely able to flutter, had gotten itself tangled in some vines. Without hesitation, Buster got to work with his teeth, carefully untangling the vines while Pip, with his long neck and flexible beak, reached up to guide the bird out once free. The little bird chirped gratefully at its two saviors before taking off, and so life went on for Buster and Pip, the dog and the duck who, despite their differences, proved that true friendship could be a match for any challenge. Their legend only grew as they continued to explore the farm, always ready for whatever adventure came their way. With Buster's strength and Pip's smarts, they knew they could handle anything as long as they had each other. And maybe, just maybe, they'd even teach some of the younger animals about the power of friendship along the way.